Welcome back. Fashion designer Jerome was among the designers in the recently concluded Fashion Week, where they showcased their latest collection for the new season. Jerome's collection was chic and wearable, and the pieces were highly textured. Joining us this morning is, of course, none other than Jerome Salaya Ang. Good morning, Jerome.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us, and thank you for bringing your beautiful designs. Highly industrial in feel.
Yes.
Before we talk about your designs, though, you actually have, well, your journey was pretty long.
Yeah.
From being an interior design student
UST.
in UST.
Yes.
Talk about that first.
Actually, I started. Actually, I was about to take up advertising, but
Yes,
it was so full, so I decided to take.
That was the only reason that you
Yes.
didn't take it, because it
Yes.
was super full.
Yes.
But you're an artist by nature.
Artist by nature. I also
Okay.
do sculptures, paintings in my free time, but now I'm so busy with doing dresses, so I'm also into bridal.
Okay.
But-
But you started with interior design. You got your license.
Yes.
But after that, you decided.
After that, I decided to. I was supposed to go to Singapore, but then
Okay.
again, life took turns, and then I actually landed into designing.
Okay, but you were also, well, you went to Paris, you went to, because when you started designing, you decided to join so many contests
Yes,
or competitions.
actually, as a young designer, that's a platform for getting your name out there. You should
Right.
more or less join competitions, just to show these people na what you can do.
Right, but before joining all of those competitions, were you under Ino Soto as well for tutelage, or?
Yes, at that time he was teaching in Benil.
Okay.
And then I just took up one of his courses. And then after that, I also studied in Raffles, Bangkok. And then I went to FIP, Fashion Institute, to further knowledge myself about the pattern making, because that's what they're good at, pattern making, and then pattern manipulation. You have to learn actually the basics to be able to understand the things that you design, because not all the designs are. Designing is not just about designing. It's
The
about
look. It's about
the
the
look,
structure.
it's the structure, how you be able to make the structure. That's what's important.
But
Kasi.
did your interior design help you at all?
Actually,
More
interior
architecture
design,
siguro,
more
no?
on the the experimental stuff that I do. Most of it comes from my past, my references from interior design books, like the finishes that I do sometimes. Like there was one instance that I molded the leather, and
Okay.
I molded leather, and then I finished. I textured it. So this was like spring summer 2010. Actually, you can see it in stylebible.com.
Yeah, but you've been doing this since, well, 1999 was your first break with a
Yes.
wedding gown, right?
Yeah, yeah.
For a friend.
For a friend. And then after that, things went, bridesmaids went.
Tuloy-tuloy na ba yan?
Tuloy-tuloy na siya, yeah.
Okay, and then so this trip back to Paris for one of the competitions, was this a few years ago? Or?
It was like 2004.
Okay.
And then,
Someone asked you to stay and do a scholarship in Milan.
yes.
But nag-no ka?
That was actually a competition in
Paris?
In Singapore.
Okay.
ASEAN. I also did
Okay.
ASEAN. One of the judges asked me, gave me a number. He asked me to parang do a scholarship in Milan.
Okay.
And then but when I went to Paris noong 2004, medyo gloomy kasi winter. So
Okay, so you didn't like the weather.
I didn't like the weather. So parang sabi ko, I'd rather stay here na lang.
But you didn't feel it was a missed opportunity for you to maybe do
No
something
naman,
in
actually,
Europe?
kasi parang, anywhere you are, if you're good at what you're doing, and if you love what you do, you will shine.
True.
Yes.
And there's a huge platform here in the
Yes,
Philippines for designers,
Yes,
right?
because I think their chances of getting your name out there is parang talagang very minimal.
Right.
Kasi so many designers, like when I was in Paris, kasi parang there are designers all over the world. Parang they're studying there from China, from Thailand. So parang ang
You have a
hirap.
bigger chance siguro dito. That's
You have
what
to,
you feel.
siguro here, you have to get your name out there muna before you
Okay.
can venture, di ba?
Well, that's a smart strategic move on your part. So let's talk about your design aesthetic and let's talk about the pieces that you brought today. This was from Fashion Week 2011.
Recent, yes, 2011. This is actually the inspiration for this Fashion Week. Actually, I was inspired by the concept because it's like a girl. Parang disfigured girl. And then every time she slumbers, she switches off into parang a dream state, parang dream-like state na parang everything is beautiful, but in a dream naman kasi you cannot distinguish naman the ugly to distorted. Everything is distorted. So if you can see it, if you can see the show, I did prosthetics kasi, which was done by Miss Jen Dalica from CSA. Bali, she helped me with the prosthetics. Parang
for a dreamlike sequence? Is that what you wanted to do?
Actually, the face kasi was distorted eh. So it's ugly girls wearing couture, parang ganon.
Well, today our girl is not ugly. She is one of our wonderful ladies from our newsroom, and she's modeling your dress. Maybe we can talk about the dress that's on Moki today.
Actually, it's detailed. This is parang cocktail piece, no? It's medyo fierce but more romantic now. Kasi previously, yung mga clothes ko talaga medyo fierce talaga. Parang ganon.
High couture na. You cannot wear it to, like, let's say, a night out.
Kasi actually, you can wear it to a night out, but parang you will attract attention.
Dapat carry mo talaga.
Carry mo talaga. Or you don't have to be beautiful. You just have to carry the outfit. Parang you have to have the character.
Right.
To be able to pull off an outfit na ganon, which I designed. Parang for a particular girl na hindi siya kailangan maganda, parang ganon. Kailangan you're confident. Basta confident ka.
And let's talk about maybe the design aesthetic of this particular black dress that we have. What did you use? What are the details
actually,
that you used
the details
on that?
kasi it's parang glass beads, sequins, which I got from Hong Kong, and then applique. Actually, yung applique na yan, it's a ready-made applique siya, but which I spray painted.
Oh, okay.
To make it parang ano siya, antique.
And with this particular piece, you used that for Fashion Week, but are you going to replicate it, or is it a one of a kind?
Actually, it's one of a kind, but I'm doing replications, but in minimal. Kasi if you're gonna replicate it, medyo dapat toned down na siya. Actually, presenting a piece like this for Fashion Week is just to showcase a particular style.
Right.
But not exactly, you cannot replicate it kasi medyo ano siya, hardworking, hard work yung...
Of course.
Kumbaga, lot of
almost
hours.
like a work of art.
Oo, parang ganun.
Hard to replicate.
It's kind of an art piece.
Okay, so let's talk about the gown that we have right beside us. Not necessarily modeled by anybody, but it's another beautiful industrial piece. It feels very industrial.
Actually, yeah, it's same concept goes here, no? It has a parang hard corseted bodies. And then I put parang mga metal plated na parang sequin for parang to more on parang ang inspiration ko this is parang mermaid eh.
It looks a little bit like that.
Yeah, parang ganon.
With all of the layers,
layers of monochromatic kasi yung chiffon. So it's light to dark, and then I put details na parang actually the lace, it's yung mga lace details na yan, it's spray painted also. So to give it na parang metal effect, parang ganon.
Well, at least all of the pieces sort of have it's in one family.
It looks heavy, but actually it's very lightweight.
Okay. And are we going to have one more dress, or are we okay? Are we going to bring in Isa as well? Oh, no more. Okay, because you did bring 3 or 4 pieces that are so beautiful and just super intricate.